First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Tampa sideline, it's head coach Todd Bowles. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, Raheem Morris, for 3 years, the head coach of the Buccaneers. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
A loss of 3 yards. It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker. The first-round pick making an instant impact. A sack here in the season opener.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons come out, and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Zion.
From the gun, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Greg, as the Bucs come out, maybe this team is the most underappreciated in the NFL. 4 straight division titles, consistency. This is a Tampa team that in the post-Brady era has done really well in terms of sustaining their success.
Oh, there's no question, and you have to give a lot of credit to the job that Todd Bowles has done. He's taken advantage of a down division, the NFC South, a lot of teams finding their quarterbacks, kind of rebuilding from some better times in years past.
And he is hit before he can get rid of that Walker. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Bucky Irving. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. At the Falcons,
They go play action with Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
Mayfield's pass.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. This one down the field, but going to wind up incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver.
Brings up 4th.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
16-yard line.
So, Greg, here come the Atlanta Falcons, 8-9 last year, in it right down to the wire. However, 7 straight losing seasons. What are the keys here for getting this turned around for the Falcons?
Yeah, and obviously all eyes are going to be on Michael Penix. It's going to be on the quarterback. It was a very strange situation last year. Not only the money they gave Kirk Cousins in free agency, but then only a couple weeks later, Mike, they shocked the NFL world in a lot of ways by drafting Michael Penix, which told you just how good they thought he was. He was magical coming out of college. So the question is, all right, Michael Penix, you're the guy. There's no question, there's no uncertainty. You are the starting quarterback all offseason leading up to week 1. Well, here is your moment. Make this team yours, put them on your back, and lead them because there's a lot of really good pieces, especially on the offensive side of the ball. This should be a very competitive team in what's not a great division in the NFC South.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
8-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
Baker going to tap this one forward. And he will get into the end zone. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For Ibuka, 26 total touchdowns at Ohio State. And now the rookie has number 1 in the NFL. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, Penix. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Third and 2. And panics. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
12 yards. That's good for our Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Penix. That's caught. Ray McCloud. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Gain of 20 more yards. That's another.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the Bucs 21-yard
From the gun, here is Penix. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Forced out wide. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
36-yard attempt.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches. At the 30.
They'll go again here with Irvin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Third and 2. Here we go.
And it's third down.
To throw is Mayfield. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. Mayfield to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football. First and 10. as we are ready to get back underway. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 45-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Mostert now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times. And maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady, and then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan, and New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. In Carolina, we played in a Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay has been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing. And, we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Devin Bush, they're on the stop. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mayfield. That's complete. It's Emeka Egbuka. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 32 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 20.
On 2nd down, Baker taking off.
Baker Mayfield scrambles from the pocket. It's a gain of 6. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irvin. Not much happening there, just a short game.
It's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That is caught by the tight end, Payne Durham. Touchdown, Tampa.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers move out in front by the score of 17-3. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
Well, I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, and now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
That's another.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. On 3rd down, Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Falcons are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Falcons 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. safe kick taken at the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Left side, he's got it, Bucca. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
To throw is Mayfield. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread. But now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season. will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss, and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If the game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Baker. He takes off. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Mayfield. Moving to his left. There he goes again. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Falcons 10.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
First and 10.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on second down. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Mike, back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
To kick off for the Buccaneers.
Mostert now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Well, Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll step up and run, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They run over center with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Now it's second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
Now Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Fourth down, and here's Penix. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. Not much there, maybe a yard.
David Onyemata brought him down.
Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. They'll run it. It's Irvin. Has an opening. Past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Here's first and 10.
23 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
They go play action with Mayfield. Throw left side. Pulled in by Evans.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He connects with Palmer on that one. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 33, here's second and 8. Mayfield. This one complete to Palmer. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Mayfield to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Complete to Trey Palmer. It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. At the
To throw is Mayfield. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
That is brought in at the 10. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
At the 4-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Irving. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Short of the goal line.
White. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLeod now to return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough field.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just 1 game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Slant caught by McLeod. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mooney in motion. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, 1st down. first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll tuck it and take it, and he's in! Michael Penix, touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down.
On first and 10, here's Baker. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 13.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection.
Oh, now problems here with the snap, and that ball is loose to the 20. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out. And you got your helmet on, you think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second down at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down?
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. To gain of 43 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Falcons.
Now, faking the give. He's going to keep it himself.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
No gain on the play.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
And this is blocked. They got it.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That penalty is declined.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Now off the bootleg. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
The zone read. This is Penix. And And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run here with Mostert. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From 31, here is 2nd and 4.
A 5-yard gain.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, here is Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll run with Robinson. A short game, down to the 7.
Again, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Now a timeout from Atlanta. That's their 1st. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
I don't envy the decision that this head coach has ahead of him. This is why you get paid the big bucks. Do you play it safe and kick the field goal and try to extend the game? I think if I'm him, down here inside the 5-yard line, 4th and goal, I can win this thing in regulation. I'm keeping this ball in the hands of my offense, and I'm going for the win.
Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down throw from Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
It's a gain of 6. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Now, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down, Baker. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. so each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Baker to throw. He finds his tight end, Keith. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Baker gonna hand it to White. He'll get past the marker. He's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
On 1st down, right back to White. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go again with White. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
He's taken down at the
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
From the gun on. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Divine Diablo working his way in to register his 1st sack of the new season.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on 3rd down. Let's see if you can take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a 4th down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession.
This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime. So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The
Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. On play action, Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they will finally run him down.
It's a gain of
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Falcons, first down.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's brought down by
From the 23, here's second and
It's a
5.
gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the
On the option, here's Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up
He was
third
taken
down.
down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the same time, give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. And you can bet, if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with a game ball.
So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.